Guys, I got another quick video here for you. Fairly simple repair. Situation where the brake release cable handle, you give it a pull and it comes off from the cable itself. It's a pretty common problem to happen after this many years in these old body style trucks. What you have are a couple of tabs that grab either side of this handle that are attached to this cable here, and they break off. Often when the handle comes, you'll probably find a couple of these laying on the floorboard of the truck. I'm going to show you how you can get this guy off and replace it with a new GM version of the cable. So let's go underneath and take a look at what's involved. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this okay. So the other side of this cable has a loop in it, loops around, and it's held in place here by a little retaining clip, very similar to the ones you see under the hood. And I'm going to pop this open with a small flathead screwdriver. And this guy opens right up so that we can move these cables out when we need to. Now, it's attached here to this frame piece. It snaps in, and then this wire goes over to this release lever back here in the back. Just if I can get the light back there to show you. Right back in the back there. And the way we pull this guy forward. Flashlight's just not cooperating. There we go. We pull this guy forward, and we can remove this little end piece that sits in right there. So I can zoom in a little bit there to show you. All right, so now what we're going to have to do is pop this out of here, out of this frame snap. So let me get a pair of pliers, and we're just going to shift this up, and then I'll come back and show you. What I found worked best with this particular guy was to take a medium Phillips screwdriver, get this right underneath the cable, and wedge it in on the upper end of this particular frame piece, this metal piece, and just kind of prise it up and it'll pop right out. So now with that out of the way and the metal clip that we removed earlier, we can undo this loop that's in the cable, straighten it out. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to have to twist. This is a twist lock cable here, so let me slide back around the front, show you. You can see right here on the front here that there's a particular cutout. There's a large cutout and a small cutout. Here's the small cutout piece here. We're going to twist this clockwise to line this up, and then we'll be able to pull it through from the other side. So let me get a tool that'll work for that and come back and show you that. What I ended up doing to get this guy out, I ended up finding that the tool that worked best for me, I just took a couple of plastic lined pliers. I gave this guy a twist until I have this lined up the way I mentioned, with the small ends and the large ends lined up to the cutout, and then I can push it straight through and pull it out from the other side. Okay, at this point I've got the whole guy out. Now we're going to replace this with a new GM part. This is just to focus in for you guys. This is a GM 150-27138. We can see on the end of the cable what we're looking for here are these little teethed ridge sides on both of these that hold the actual handle that broke off. So I'm going to reverse this procedure, put this guy back in, and fix this problem. So we'll come back and look at it after we get it on. Okay, we've got the new cable slid in here, again, you know, with the small side and the large side lined up on the cutout. And then what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to grab the front of this. And again, I'm going to use my plastic lined pliers here. I need to grab the front of this, and there's a small ridge. Whoops, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. There's a small ridge. Let me show you on the old cable. There's a small ridge on the back of the piece that moves up. You see that little toothed ridge right there? This guy's going to grab in there, and that's going to give you the ability to twist this into the position it needs to be with the pliers. But you're going to have to push from the back while you're doing this in order for it to go, and then it'll click into place. So let me do that. I'm going to have both hands to do that, but you get the idea from what I explained there. Once you get that into place, it's just a matter of reversing what we did before. So I'll come back in just a second. I've pushed this and twisted it, and what you want to do is you want to get these guys, let me see if I can get this focus on here, there we go. You want to get the large one lined up against the notch that's made into your lower dash there. And you can see there's a notch on the top as well. Once you're done with that piece, this side is done, and you can actually now take the handle, put the handle back in position like this, snap it into place. And now we've got this guy's on the way we want. Now we're just going to reverse underneath and hook it back, do the loop, put it back through the retainer, and snap it into the frame piece and put the end back on the lever itself. I'll show you that in just a second.
We've got her in. What we've done is we've gone up and we've looped this way it was before, around and over, snapped it back in here, attached it back on this retaining piece at the very end, right here. Put the little loop, and we put the loop retainer here, this little harness clip. We've closed it. Now we're done. So now if I manually push the lever down with my arm here, I give the pedal a pull, the release is working just fine. So I hope this video helps you out. Thanks again for watching.